guys, welcome to another interesting episode of the Japa Diary. As you already know, my name is Mina, and with me today I have a lovely guest with me in the studio. Guys, if I give you a quick backstory of when we started the podcast, I think about 2 years ago, we had this wonderful guest with us. At the time, we didn't have a video podcast. We weren't doing video recording. It was just audio, and we brought Anu. Anu. Guys, if you go to our YouTube page and you scroll down, I'm sure you'll find that episode with Anu. So today, we finally brought Anu to the studio. Welcome to the Japa Diary podcast. Good to have you on board.
Oh, thank you, Mina.
No, that's not the original. That's not your original voice. I mean, you need to use your original voice. Let us hear it. Anyways, it's good to have you here. To be honest, guys, see, this lady, she's really special. She's really close to my heart.
Aww.
It's amazing how I'm literally just meeting you for the first time, but. I mean, the way we communicate, the way we gel, the way
I feel
like I've known her all my life, guys. Yeah. But I guess it's like that with wonderful people. Don't let your head sway. Because on this podcast,
some people beg to differ.
I know, right? I'm sure Iwaya was here. Iwaya was like, hey, what Jomi? Jomi, that head is not correct.
Generally, I'm not a good person.
Generally, you know you're not a good person. But anyways, jokes apart, thanks for coming to the podcast today.
No, you bullied me into this. I did not thanks for coming. I did not thanks for coming. You said
you know it's for year one.
If we don't do this recording today, I'm like, okay.
No, but Jimmy, you know it's for year one. If I didn't bully you, you wouldn't come here.
I'll be in my house.
I needed to. But God, I still appreciate the fact that either ways you came around. So as you already know, the culture on the podcast, we want to hear what is your Japa story. Guys, hey, you better sit back and enjoy this story because it is one you'll come back for. Let's hear it.
Again, let me say, or let me reiterate, I don't have a Japa story.
Okay.
I just intend to Japa. I just wanted to come to school and then go back home.
Genuinely. I'm rolling my eyes right now.
I know everyone will roll their eyes everyone will roll their eyes when I say, but this was 2019. We were like 3K students, international students in the whole of the UK, or maybe 5 at most. And as I was saying earlier, there's somebody that if I called him now to say, Shemati Bati, and so for me, you're going to live in this country and you work, and I was like, God forbid, I'm going home. I want to do Big 4. I want to blah blah blah. I was like, okay.
I feel like for a lot of us, Big 4 was a dream, but
and he was like, you know what? In a few years, we'll talk about this. But it didn't go. It didn't. I mean, you know, it was just a few more months, and I was back to Egbome. He's like, only money. I'm like, guy. Nah, that's...
No, but okay, so what made you change your mind to stay back?
It wasn't like I changed my mind like that. So it was just like life happened. Like I said on the first podcast, it's been a ride. It's been a long ride.
I hear you have a very good relationship with UKVI.
We have a love-hate relationship. I'm sure if my name ever pops up, they'll be like, oh, welcome back. That's how it is because I've had to. Okay, so I came to uni in 2019. It wasn't even like I initially wanted to come. It was a dream to do MSc, regardless where it was. I was looking for a job. I was working with MTN. Customer service. First, you know that customer service in Nigeria is not for the faint-hearted.
Is it? I feel like they are chilled in Nigeria.
I didn't do on-call customer service. I did working customer service, and it was in Abeokuta.
Oh yes, so, I
remember. So now you know what my life is because it was that year that MTN decided to block everybody's number for registration, and then we had thousands of people flocking the office every blessed day.
Oh my, that must be painful.
I was frustrated. Life was doing my head in, and I had this particular person she was just a pain in my ass. Anyway, I wanted to get a new job, and then I went online to search for the job, and I came across this UCAS something a school fair that was happening at the Intercontinental Hotel.
Yeah, I think typically it was one of those hotels that would use.
Yeah. And I then came to Lagos. But then Why called me that night and he was like, "Oh, what are you doing tomorrow?" I was like, "Guy, man, I don't get what I do. I want to go to the island, but I cannot bring myself to come out of my house and go through all of that journey to the island." Yeah. And I said, "Okay, say less. I'm also going to that event. So I'll pick you up and then I'll drop you off." I was like, "Oh yeah, such a lifesaver." And that was the beginning of the whole thing. So there was this school that I was applying to, University of Law, London. I wanted to do corporate law, but as MSc, but I don't have a background in law.
No.
So I met the representative and I was like, "Oh, that wouldn't work. However, you should try other schools and all of that stuff." So then he then decided to call me and then he'll be like, "Oh, Jimmy this, Jimmy that, blah blah blah, yada yada yada." At some point I was like, "You know what, go on the doc in law school. If you know do, no, you know do." But then where was I the day that they told me, "Oh, we're going to," no, he told me, "Oh, we can't go." Me, I was drinking cow pepper soup in one spot like that. They now called me.
I see why you like Nigeria a lot.
And they called me and I was like, "Okay, whatever." But then a few days later, I got like an email saying that, "Oh, you've been admitted," and it was Hertfordshire. And to be honest, my dad didn't even know I was doing all of these things. So now I got the admission. I did not get the funding. How
do you even pay the deposit?
I got admission. I didn't get the funding. It was a conditional offer. Now I needed to pay the deposit.
Of course.
It was not time for me to tell my father. My father that I did not carry along in the
process.
I don't even. And I went to him. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's good." Blah 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 blah. Boom boom boom. So this happened in May. By August, I got my new passport, and then by October, that was it. So I came. It was 1 year, 2 countries degree. So I needed to do 1 part in the UK and then 1 part in the States.
Okay.
And then I went to the States, and then COVID happened, and then life happened, and boom, my story began. But when I first came to the UK, I had money. I didn't work for like months. I was just there. I was just
chilling.
I was
as a baby girl.
Period. I was just going to school and back and all of that stuff. But then I went to the States. Life happened. I came back, and that was I then wanted to change my course, and UKV, I said, "Oh, you can't do it from here. You have to go home." That was the first time that I went home to change it, get new cars and all of that stuff. And then came back to the UK. And then I put in another application to extend because the degree had not finished. This 1 year course over the 3 years, Mommy Love.
Wow.
And yeah, it now became like a 3-year program. Like it just kept running. It was so
and you were
endless.
Paying? No, were you paying or like the money, the 1 year school fees covered all of this?
No, so when I changed my degree, I needed to pay again.
Of course. Okay.
Before I came to school, my dad cleared
like
the UK bit, but then the America bit, I needed to clear. But COVID happened, businesses got hit, so the money wasn't like readily available at the time. So I needed to temporarily close that student account, bearing in mind that I had this accounting course I needed to come take again, so I needed to pay for that one. And then I came back to the UK, and then they're like, "Oh, if you don't finish it, then you'll be giving like a PGD." And I'm like, I didn't come all the way for PGD, no. So I then said, "Oh, I'll change my course." Now I changed the course, and then they charged me 10K.
I'm sure people who are coming to school at this time would be like, "What is 10K compared to what you are paying? Like what people are paying now for school?"
10K wasn't for the whole degree; it was just for an extra few courses that I needed to add on to make it a whole degree.
Wow.
Exactly. So it was courses. Like, yeah, they charged me 1,500 per course.
UK are chopping money from from Nigerians.
Yeah, so Africans. Everything together came to a total of like 10,002 something or 10,005, like a round figure. And then that had to be paid, and that was paid, and an extension because I was in Nigeria. There was no internet, there was no this, there was no that.
So were you doing the program remotely?
I couldn't do it remotely because the internet is not as great, isn't it?
Okay.
And then I couldn't join because of these hiccups. Now they said that I didn't put in some things. I didn't get the visa. I didn't do all of these things in time. So now some deadlines has passed.
Oh, okay.
They said you had failed the course.
Oh.
So now you have to now come and retake it and pay 6,000 for those 4 courses that you failed.
After the 10,000 you paid previously.
At this point, you should carry gun.
Gun, like, don't
it's
put a gun to my
thief,
head.
it's either you thief or you thief. Because there's no two way about it. So it's either you thief at this point or you thief. And so I needed to then that being said, I paid that one. Extension came. My uni didn't tell me that because I'd gone home for a bit and it was like a whole long gap in between that I needed to show another proof of fund. They didn't tell me that. So I didn't fund my account. I just put in the application based on, I've lived in the UK for a few years, isn't it? So that should like override. But they're like, oh no, they charge it per when you have a valid visa or you don't have a valid visa. So they are going to treat you like you've just moved into the UK.
Newly.
Yeah, so I need to show proof of fund. Now, that became an administrative error on my school's part. But UKVI wasn't having it, so I needed to then go back home for the second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All for something you didn't even want to. No, well, you wanted to do a degree, but you didn't want to stay. Why didn't you just give up at, after the first, and maybe just go start again somewhere in another country?
But then you'd already paid monies, isn't it? So you're not going to forfeit your money, even if at the time pounds wasn't as ridiculously expensive as it is now. But you're not going to put your money down the drain. Imagine having paid the first set of school fees, the second set of school fees, and then that one that I needed to explain why I missed those courses so that the dean can like give me a pass on it and all that stuff. So all of this stress, I will now go and start. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. At some point, I almost gave up because I cried, and my mom called me and she's like, "Kilo Shella," and I started to cry. And then she called my father, and my father called me and I was like, "I'm not doing this anymore. I want to come home." And then they started to encourage me. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you come and do it."
You don't collect the degree.
I don't want the again. He then said, "Okay, so what account do you want me to send your flight money to?" I think having said that, reality then hit me. I was like, "Wait, what? Nah, no, you're not getting up like that."
Oh, I see.
That was my reset. That was it was just like, okay, fine. You want to come home? What account do you want me to send the money to? And I was like, I'll get back to you. And I did not get back to you. And I was just like, oh no.
I feel like that was a smart move on his end.
You know what?
Because I needed something to trigger you.
If you don't want to stay willingly, maybe life will let you know that you can't just drop everything and then come back home. What do you want to come and do? You don't have the degree.
Yeah.
You don't have anything.
So
it's basically you coming back to just be there. Like you're starting from the scratch. Like pointless. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just finish it. But then this was in 2021 when we had that conversation. But I didn't finish until 2022. So it took me 3 solid years to get 1
degree.
MSc degree.
But you got it in the end. I mean, and I think I would say well done for that.
I got it.
You got there in the end. So well done. And well done to your dad as well for actually seeing it through. Because I'm sure it's no joke. I mean, in terms of finances, pulling that off, it must have been a lot. But yeah, interesting story. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. I know it was quite emotional for you there, but it's okay. Don't worry, baby. I'm sure you're making up the pounds now. Please make sure you send money to that man, because all you these children of nowadays, you guys just feel entitled to something.
I was the one that was traumatized.
You were traumatized. It was somebody that was spending the money.
You know when I changed my course, my dad told me,
killing this generation. Traumatized and mental health.
When I changed my course, my dad told me categorically. He said he wasn't going to fund it. He said you decided to change the course. That's on you.
At your own peril.
Whatever you do, how you get the money, I don't care. But eventually, he didn't leave me to it.
He's a baby girl and a father relationship.
He gave me some money.
He
gave me some, but it wasn't the major chunk of it. But I mean, let's be fair. The man has tried. Interesting.
So good. So quite interesting story, like I said earlier. But how has it been? I mean, you've done your degree. I mean, getting into the market, living in the UK. Like, what has that experience been for you? Like, what ups and downs have you faced?
I don't like it here very much.
You don't like it here very much. I had to say that one out so you guys can hear it. But you've been here for now about 5 years and you don't like it very much.
What? Life has to go on. You have to survive. Every day you're like, We go again. Honestly, at this point, yeah, generational wealth should be a thing. They should add
It
it.
should be studied in school.
Yo, they should add it to the curriculum because why am I stressing? But life in the UK. How do I say it? It's been it's one which has been like, oh god, it's been quite a ride. It's been a ride. It's been a ride from
Job hunting.
uni
Yeah.
to work to people to places to the opportunities of living in the UK would afford you. Do you understand? Because there's some few opportunities that just because you live in the UK you can get like some few travel opportunities, some few what's the word I'm looking for now, but it just puts you on some sort of
Pedestal.
yeah, just a little bit.
An
Like,
edge.
it gives you an edge above maybe if
Above
you
fellow Nigerians or
No.
people in general, both like,
not fellow Nigerians, but the Western world gives you like it just doesn't it gives you what's that word I'm looking for now? But aside from opening your eyes to seeing how things work in a different perspective, because we as Nigerians can be very stuck up
Okay.
sometimes.
Okay, because I was going to say that's kind of differs from what you've been saying and conversation we've been having before we actually
Yeah.
jumped live on the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
It's quite two different things. So
No.
Nigerians being stuck up, you need to shed some light on
No,
that.
no. We as Nigerians can be very rigid. Like there's a certain way that we grew up. There's certain values that they've instilled in us. There are certain things that we picked up in our society and our community as Nigerians. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So there are some things that some people would do in the Nigerian community. Be like, no, maybe this person is not ready to do these things. But then in another community, be like, well, it's not that bad. It's like, this society wants Shirini, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's not double standard per se. It's just the fact that you understand that, or having lived in the Western world, you understand that, okay,
Some things are normal.
so many things are actually, it can actually fly. As opposed to when we were growing up, and then you see a boy that pierces here, the whole world will come crumbling, or you see dreads, or you see tattoos, and then they're letting you know that that child, there's already like a label on that child. There's some certain things that you do, and then there's a label on you. But having lived in the Western world, it's just easier for you to overlook it, like for you to let it slide. Like it's not that deep, you know. It's not serious. That's the world that they live in. So it gives you like an insight into the world, and it gives you better understanding as to what to expect or how life can be
So
different.
do you like it here better?
better than
Nigeria.
do I like it here better than Nigeria? I can live with it.
Well, you can, of course, you're living with it on a
Yeah,
daily.
I
That's
can
why
live with
that's
it.
why you're still here.
I can live with it. If aside from, I always say that aside from, if we take bad governance from Nigeria, and a few things, like Yoruba will say sorry for people who don't understand. They say iluti olofin ko seshe. So if like there was ofianeshe in Nigeria, maybe it would be better, but or maybe not. But then that's depending on whoever it is that you
Is that an advantage to us, or like, okay, so guys, what she was trying to say there is more like a country without law doesn't have like, is it
then there are no
or
crimes
consequences
basically,
or-
because if there are no laws in place, then
there is
anything
no
goes.
crime, exactly.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But
So is that to our advantage or to our disadvantage?
I'm very
Even in
much
the-
sure it's to the disadvantage, because it just makes the whole place chaotic, isn't it? Because anybody can do anything and almost get away with it.
No, but we do have laws in place, you know, right? Laws that are actually very similar to the Western one.
But the thing is,
The Western
there are
laws,
laws,
particularly
in place.
this UK.
There are laws in place. I'm not even going to deny
It's just
that.
we don't enforce the law.
Exactly, but if you don't enforce the law, how will people actually know that there are laws in place? Not many people know that there are laws in place. Me and why we were talking yesterday, and not many people actually know what their human rights is. Many people don't even know that they have rights. Talk more of human rights.
No. We know we have rights. We just don't know what the rights entails.
some people know they have rights.
Yeah.
Not everyone. You can't say we know we have rights. You're generalizing. Some people know.
Like, I feel like a greater percentage of people
Do you think?
know they have rights. It's
A
just
greater?
yes.
Or the
It's just
educated
they don't know the
ones.
content of.
The educated ones understand that, they should be right. But now, the people who wrote the constitution they don't know the constitution. So what are we talking about?
Okay. Maybe I would not say a lot of people because recently I've seen things online and like someone didn't even know that they were supposed to like have a proper contract when they were getting into business with somebody else. They just went into it with the mindset of it's my friend, and things happened and now they're getting cheated. So
many people don't even understand that when you are under the contract, you're supposed to read it. Read between the fine lines. Some people don't understand.
No, Jomi, I beg to differ there.
Not everyone. I say some people don't understand. Some people don't understand that you just don't append signatures everywhere.
I feel like the reason why they know they're supposed to read it, but it's a thing of why do I read it when I need this thing? Whatever you are giving me, anything you've written here that you are giving me, it takes my life a step ahead of where I am.
That is
so
where
please,
the knowing that is where the knowing to read this is because you need to know
you
that
start contesting the contract, you probably will lose the opportunity.
You need to know that there are things hidden in fine writings, isn't it?
Yes.
Fine text.
It's not as if I don't know. It's not as if our mind is not telling us that this person is trying to cheat me. But it's a step ahead of where I am at the minute. I will take this as a start. It's usually when we've now achieved, or we're way better, that's when we revisit some things and we're like, oh, can you believe this is what this person did to me? Can you believe this is how this person cheated?
But what if they didn't achieve?
They'll literally just keep quiet.
That's the point.
They won't say anything.
We like to suffer and smile. You see, suffering and smiling, we do it very well. We do it with.
Okay. Actually, I was going to so I know I've asked you, what your experience has been now living here. Would you stay? And I feel like there is what is going on in Nigeria at the minute. The chaos and people, being on the streets protesting, blah 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 blah. Bad governance and all of that. So let's talk about here first. What has your relationship or encounter been with typical Africans, generally, and Nigerians in particular?
Okay. Africans generally. I've met a few Africans. Maybe more than a few. Some nice. Some of them not so welcoming.
Okay.
And some of them feel like, see, I don't understand, but we as Nigerians, we like to do things that make them hate us in the first place. So some of them don't really like Nigerians like that.
So these are other African countries, you're saying?
Yes, and I generally think that black people are not kinder to themselves, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Black people are not nice to black people.
Okay.
Not all black people are nice. Or let me rephrase. Not all black people are nice to black people.
Okay.
Yeah, just the same way women are not nice to women. Or women are not generally nice people.
Women are not supporting women, but I get it.
Just the way women are not generally nice people. Like if you go to, it's always the black people that are like sometimes stress you out. Like maybe you go through, you go through immigration, and then there's that one person. Forget that you people are the same color. They will drill the living daylight out of you.
But don't you just think it's because they don't want others to feel like, because the person is black, is your color, from the same minority community, but you're giving them preference, hence why they try to do the extra.
But doing the extra, but I feel like,
and I feel like it's just in our head.
You think?
It's not extra, it is them doing their job.
It's not just in our head.
But it's just in your head that, because it is a black person that is seated opposite to you and you're a black person, this extra question that they're asking, would you feel the same way if it was a white person? Yes, you people will feel the same way, and then you call it racism.
The thing is, that's the thing. People will say that white people cannot do that because white people would think that, I can't do the most because they think I'm being racist. Do you understand?
And then this one says, I need to do the most because I don't feel like I'm.
But I just feel like no, from first-hand experience, I just feel like most black people are not nice to each other. Okay. Like they're not. It's not like we can tolerate each other. Mm-hmm. We can live with each other. We can work with each other. But if push came to shove, and we needed to we need to pick anything first or whatever. Like normal human instinct, you pick yourself first.
I would pick myself first.
That one's standard.
Anybody will pick themselves
That
first.
one's standard. But in the grand scheme of things, yeah, if it had to be, oh, am I better than this person? Or then people, I mean, there are days where you need to be truthful, not just picking yourself because it's a human instinct, but being honest because that's what it is. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's more like, oh, when you do something at work, raise your hands up. This is what it is. I messed it up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, seriously, that's what I would do.
Okay.
If I did something wrong at work, before they go and report me, I'll go and report myself. This is my hand. I don't fuck up. That kind of thing. But not everybody will do that. Because when you then come, you hear, oh no, nobody told me. Oh no, I didn't hear about it though. Oh no. Really? Seriously, I have somebody at work that if you said something that you told her personally, yeah, you'd gone and you said this. You're like, oh, okay. If you said it in the midst of people, you hear, oh my God, are you for real? No way.
It's just confidentiality. When you told me, you didn't ask me to tell everybody.
No, this is not confidentiality. This is something that affects the company in general.
Okay.
So you're acting like,
oh
my
really?
God.
Where did that come from?
Did you get like what? Why? Why do we always have to do that? Like,
but is that a problem really? It's not just. I feel like that's humanity generally, because even amongst the Western guys,
yeah,
they have little side talks, even amongst themselves. Like they talk about themselves the way these typical Yoruba people do. Like there are three people gathered and talking, and then the other person, when one of them leaves, the other two people talk about that person.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's just humanity generally, because I see even among the Western guys, like the British people, like they do that as well. So I don't think it's particular to us Africans or even Nigerians alone. It's just maybe because we've grown up, like we know ourselves, we see that as a problem, but it happens all around. So all I'm just trying to say, like, don't call us out on that one. It's a general humanity.
No. It does.
Let's talk about something else.
It does happen.
Another, characteristics of us that you think it's a problem.
We're loud. We're too loud. We are too loud. We do the most. Let's be honest. We're Nigerians and we know this.
But can you see what you are doing actually? You're the one calling Nigerians out.
No.
So let's talk about this, our guys on the internet that's always doing, if you want to come to the UK, follow me.
They want to do my head in. Like every bloody time. Sorry, pardon my French, but oh my days. Oh, hello guys. If you want to come to the UK, or 3 months in the UK, and see, honestly, you know what? I was talking to this friend of mine, and she was like, oh, I remember when I told you I wanted to come to the UK, and you were like, the UK is not for the faint-hearted though. And then, oh, but the internet said otherwise. I was like, so now, months into it, how are you finding it? She's like, guy, I won't die. I'm like, well,
that's the reality.
Welcome to the good life.
Welcome to the good life that was sold to you on the internet.
It's basically the good life. But she's like, oh, does it get better? And I'm like, yes, it does. And she's like, but it doesn't feel like it will get better. I said, it might not get better. Then somebody asked me, is it that it gets better, or you guys just get used to it? Yeah. I said, I feel like it's the latter. I said, I feel like we come to a stage of acceptance. Yeah, you have to accept that this is your new reality. You have to accept it, that you see, this is my reality now. This is my life now. Yeah, and from acceptance comes it getting better. Yeah, because when you've accepted it, you've accepted that give or take. Yeah, come what may, we die here. Okay. That kind of thing. Yeah. Then it becomes better. It gets easier because you now need to understand that, okay, there's some things that I can do, and in every system there will be loopholes. Yeah. And I'm sure that it happens everywhere, but even here, but people don't like. You don't have to take advantage of it or use it to an extra, like
go overboard. Use it.
There are loopholes everywhere. Do you understand?
Yes.
Somebody likes to say that rules were made to be broken, because if they knew that nobody was going to break it, then they wouldn't enforce it in the first place. Yeah. So definitely there are loopholes, yeah. But here we kind of like you do it small, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you leave it small.
Mm-hmm.
You see the loopholes in Nigeria. If they don't exhaust the loophole and use the loophole till the loophole no longer exists, they will not stop. And that's the problem. That's why you see me always saying that when people ask me what's the major problem that we have in Nigeria, I think Nigerians are the major problem that Nigeria has. Because with loopholes, there are loopholes, oh, definitely. We all know there are loopholes. We understand that there are some things that you have to do here and there and then get over with it. But if you don't use it, take advantage of it, manipulate it, and now keep it for your sole use, that loophole will cease to exist to other people. But I don't think, like, I was saying to her that there are these loopholes, but you need to understand that you need to come to an acceptance first. Then you find things that work for you. Do you understand? And find how it will work for you and favor you. And then life just become easier. It's not like the struggles get better or searching for a job becomes like this. It just means that you now understand how to go about some certain things. Yeah. What to do to make some certain things faster. What to do to get better results on some certain things. So it just then begins to make sense to you. But will it get better? Definitely. But will you face it? My dear. You will face it. You face your shege squarely. But it definitely will get better. So yes, I just believe that it will get better.
Okay, good. I know the fact that I mean the question kind of was encounter with Africans generally and then Nigeria, and then you mentioned how loud we are, and we talked about
how did I deviate
these
from
are
that?
guys.
Nigerians are loud. No, but like I was saying,
I don't know.
I was saying to you earlier, we're not the worst set of people. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're not the baddest people ever. We're not the worst pranksters. We're not the worst fraudsters. We're not the worst drug persons. But are we the loudest about everything? How would you know that we're doing it if we don't brag about it?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. And I was saying to you that it's not bragging.
It is bragging.
I feel like it's coming from a place of help. We're trying to help somebody else back home. I have done this. You don't have to be in that,
it is
of a place.
Bragging.
You can follow this route and do what I have done. I would literally hold your hands, or I would, tell you how I did it. That's where I see it coming from. Not from a place of bragging or just wanting to make noise. We just know the struggle back home.
Allow me to say first, before you allow them to crucify me, I'm pro-Nigeria. I am very much pro-Nigeria. I love Nigeria and I love being Nigerian. But to be honest, let's call a spade a spade. We brag.
Why do you see that as bragging?
We brag.
Like it's looking out for your brother.
Oftentimes, the things that we cannot even afford to do, we do it just because you want somebody. Just because you want somebody to know that, you get me. You want somebody to know that. I mean, I heard the story of this guy relocated to the UK. Just a few months, he didn't know if it was going to be good for him or not. He said, Omo, they have money in this UK. All of you pack your bag and start coming. I'm like, in which UK? Is it the same UK that all of us are in? So we brag. Sometimes we don't get to the root or the bottom of things, yeah? We don't even care. As far as we can see on the surface and it looks good. We dive into it before we then realize that, oh my God, okay, all that glitters is not actually gold.
But would they rather stay back home? Would you rather stay back home?
No. Would they rather stay back home?
I would say pitch the shiny,
No, yes,
pitch
but
the shiny bit.
Don't pitch it like it is easy. Don't pitch it like, oh no, when you come here, you see the trees that you see that are really nice and fancy. It's money. I would have said Mama Shali, but Mama Shali have died. It's Shali that is falling from it. It is not. It is not as fancy as we make it seem. And from the bragging thing, we always like to, we're doing this and we're doing that. Even when we know in our heart of hearts that we cannot afford it. Yeah? Or we can only afford it on the surface. We can't keep it going. But because you want somebody to know that
you have arrived.
I be pass you, because
internet is like everybody. So
oppression is the order of the day. As for us as Nigerians, we can oppress. We oppress with everything that we have. We oppress with status. We oppress with influence. We oppress with money. We oppress with mouth. You don't have it though, but you have
But
mouth.
you have the mouth to sell it.
As far as you have the mouth and your mouth is sharp, if you can dream it, you can talk it. Basically,
It is if you can dream it, you can talk it.
honestly, seriously, to be fair, and that's why I say that we're not the baddest people ever. We're not. I mean, it's such a great time to be Nigerian.
Absolutely.
Honestly, you know.
Wait, I think it's such a great time to be Nigerian, or it's such a great time to be out of Nigeria.
No, it's actually such a great time to be either out of Nigeria and be Nigerian.
Why?
It's such a great time to be Nigerian.
Like the previous generation kind of had it better than what we have today.
Yeah, but
We are having to struggle more to keep what we have. We can't even afford things that our mothers could afford in their time.
yeah, I feel you.
So,
But I'm saying it's such a great time.
is it a good time to be Nigerian?
I'm saying
No.
it's such a great time
Good
to be
time to be
Nigerian
out of
because-
Nigeria? Maybe yes.
Because I mean the global recognition that Nigeria is getting, yeah.
How is that
From-
putting money in my pocket?
No, it's not. But if from how nobody really cared about Nigeria a long time ago, like it's like I know time. Everything is time and season. Yeah, it's like when it was such a great time to be Jamaican and everybody wanted to speak patois and everybody wanted to eat Caribbean food and all of that stuff. I mean, it's our turn now. Let us shine. Are we suffering? Yes. Are we smiling? Yes. Statistics shows that Nigerians are happy. So what do you want to do about it now? What do you want us to do about it?
No.
The statistics show that Nigerians are happy.
Are they happy?
Is there no statistics for it?
What statistics?
There's a statistic that says that Nigeria is one of the happiest places in the world. So please, that's what I'm saying. That see, Nigerians, yeah, I don't know what I was telling. If you push them to the wall, rather than turn back, they'll create a passage
in that
in that
wall.
wall. I'm going through it because they would.
No, but we don't like trouble. We don't like confrontation.
We don't like confrontation. We just don't like to confront what is confronting us.
Okay.
We,
Okay, there is that.
we like confrontation.
But we like our peace.
Nigerians like wala. Nigerians like wala. We just we just don't like to confront. See, confrontation at this point is becoming very relative because Nigeria likes wala, but we don't like to confront what is confronting us. Like we'll see it, yeah. But rather than talk about it, yeah, we'll find a way to maneuver and get through it because again, it's the Nigerian spirit, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Nigerian spirit is the strong spirit. The Nigerian spirit is the resilient spirit. It's the spirit that you know what?
We can get
It
through
can't
we
be
can
that
do
bad.
It can't be that bad.
It will get better by next year,
But-
and then next year will come. They will say it will get better. If you tell the older Nigerians now that see what people voted for, they will tell you, calm down. Have you not seen statistics that show that Tinubu is doing great? It will get worse before it gets better. Guy, is it until we die? But older Nigerians will not, for the life of them, agree that this current governance is bad. I lie. They will tell you that you people just have to open your inner eyes to see.
Well, it's probably just speaking from maybe back in the days when the guy was actually really good. It's not like
But
he
it's not
transformed
good
Lagos.
now. People change.
So is that same eyesight called?
People change.
Well,
And a change has obviously occurred. Is he doing the job? Obviously not. People voted in because I think they voted because Yoruba people want to say, our local it's a good time to be, and they don't want an Igbo person to just root. And that's the reason why they're like, see, they would rather suffer than have an Igbo person rule them because they say, Igbo bawo, brother, it's not that serious. And I think our generation of Nigerians are the ones that are most accommodating of every other Nigerian because we just understand that we're Nigerians first before you now start segregating us into our various local governments or whatever. Is the way Yoruba people don't even like themselves that much. But they have a common enemy, which is the Igbos. So they love themselves right now. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
but we are the nicest generation and the most accommodating generation. You see that our father's generation, you must not. I have a friend that her dad literally listed the list of states she can marry from. Hausa is one out of it. Igbo out of it. So you see Yoruba,
the Yoruba self,
in that listed it out.
like states. Like,
Can you imagine? No, can you
that
really
you can marry
imagine?
from? Can you
So
imagine?
if you rule out Hausas and you rule out the Igbos, and then you now rule out a few places in the Yoruba, you see that his husband that is But at this point, you match make, because since you know that you have a particular preference, but it's not your marriage regardless. So you can't start picking like that. That's why I say that older Nigerians, they're not so
And the
nice.
problem of Nigerians.
I
will close it there.
Let's
move on. Okay,
so
so
if I
we've been having loads.
I'm sure it's like
We've been having like quite interesting conversation. I know it's been all over the place, but guys, hopefully you can pick one or two things, or you can agree with us or disagree with us. At least to me, that I said, I feel like all this shouting, come to the UK, is out of a place of, I just want you to succeed as well.
Yeah, because you're a
But
good
if
person,
you-
you see the good enough. I see the good in Nigeria as
As
well.
humans, we just need to see the good in ourselves. I think that's where it starts from. But we'll come back to that conversation, Jimmy. We'll come back to that conversation. Let's quickly go into our trivia question segment. Moderator,
I told you I'm not doing trivia.
your guest said they don't want to do trivia, but you will do trivia.
You want to prove that I'm an Olodo on national TV? Wow,
Did you
wow,
just
so
say
much for
national
friendship.
Did you just show national TV?
So,
Okay, don't worry. I'm sure the moderator will favor you.
So no trivia today, sorry.
So you hid. Okay, no problem.
please, what do we have instead?
Alright, we've got alphabet game.
Oh.
Hey, God of mercy.
So one person would typically pick a category.
Okay.
In this case, we'll probably favor our guest. And then you guys will bounce off the alphabets. So, for example, let's say she picks animals. And you start A for antelope, B for... You'll have to find...
Animals that starts with the letter.
Yeah, and then you get to
Alphabet.
Z. So
So we
whoever...
get to Z.
Yeah, whoever fails or misses is the loser. You can do
So
that
please,
maybe
how
once
is
or
it
twice.
different from actually telling the word that I'm an Olodo? You just don't give me trivia questions. Because there's no difference.
There's difference. I mean, you see what you have cost. Anyway, you see what you've cost. Anyway, you see what you've cost. Okay, so who goes first with the letter?
No. Someone, let our guest pick a category.
Okay, so pick a category.
What are the categories?
Anything you can think about. Any category. Probably the one that'll favor you.
Think it's well. Think
Think
it's well.
This I'm thinking is not thinking,
The
because
thinking is not thinking. Okay, so maybe give us a list of categories just to
that's
help
what I'm
us.
thinking. You said animals, if not animals, what else?
Animals, cars,
Ah,
designers,
these are
fashion wear, fashion houses, countries, food, fruits.
You should be able to pick from the list that they've given you there.
I think at this point, we might just stick to animal. Because if I say countries, which country is Z?
Zimbabwe.
Oh, well. You
Uruguay. Have you Uruguay? Yeah.
You see? You see? Wow. Should we pick countries?
Just pick a category.
No,
now.
it will be disrespectful for me that like to run away from this country at the slightest inconvenience to not know countries.
Countries.
So let's put it to a test.
Okay. So we should go.
You
with
should not
countries.
tell my score on
live TV.
I don't like it.
Okay, so countries. Then what happens next?
You guys just go. A, B.
Okay.
So someone will do A, the next person does B.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
So, guys, what alphabets, categories, A to Z. Okay, so
A, country that starts with A. I still wanted to say something silly now. You don't want to know.
I saw you don't know what to
I want to say Africa is a country.
No, you didn't just do that. But yeah,
No,
let's
definitely
carry on.
A. Yo. A. Country that starts with A.
Yes. Basic.
You don't do.
Problem.
Me now, you take A, I'll take B now.
Okay, America. No.
I swear, I couldn't have thought about it. But it's United States of America.
But it's America.
Is USA.
Yeah, it's USA. It's not just
United
America.
States of America.
It's the United States.
Okay,
of
shall we start
America.
again?
Yeah, no.
Angola.
Okay. Yeah, write it down now.
Okay.
So B will be what?
You don't have to write it down.
Yeah,
You just-
exactly.
just
So we
bounce
keep
it off.
bouncing until someone misses
Angola,
it.
Bolivia.
Canada.
So D.
You're taking too long. Denmark.
Ah,
Go
it's true.
Go
Estonia. Finland.
Finland.
G is Gambia.
H.
Holland.
Ireland.
Japan.
K. Wait, let me see this.
Good.
Could
Why
I
would you
yes,
say-
oh my God.
Good. There is Kenya.
K. It's Kenya. Yeah, I swear. What clicked my mind? K is Kilimanjaro. I'm like, girl, you are silly.
Luxembourg or something like that. Did I get that correctly?
Luxembourg is not a place in Luxembourg is it?
I'm not sure if it's a country.
It's not a country.
Lufthansa.
It's like the
It's probably in the Netherlands or something.
Okay.
it's like maybe Germany or something. I don't know.
What did I
Actually, it's a country.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
country.
Oh, Luxembourg.
Yeah.
And then so it's A B C D E F G J
Yeah,
K L Montenegro.
Namibia.
N O O.
How do you skip Nigeria and go for Namibia?
It's true. Can you imagine? O
Oh my god, like guys, I can't remember. I can't imagine not saying Nigeria. I saying Namibia.
O. What country is O? Help me, sister. Holland. No,
I guess said Holland.
I swear, the things that were ending.
But actually, I can't think of a country.
What country starts with O?
I don't know, to be honest. Guys, a country that starts with O.
Really?
Oman?
Oman.
Oh, is it a country?
Yeah,
It's
a
in
country.
UAE, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. But UAE is it's also a country, isn't it?
No,
Or is a like the UK.
Yeah, it's like the UK.
yeah, it's like the UK. Okay. P.
So P.
It's a state in America that's coming to my head.
I know.
P. Poland.
I say your intrusive thought never wins because mine will win. I'll say it out because why would I think K Kilimanjaro and
No,
just say
so
it out?
I was into Pennsylvania. I'm like, no.
No,
No,
I
it's-
raised it.
So Poland.
Q Qatar.
Russia.
A, B, C, D,
Russia.
S Slovenia. T
Turkey.
Uruguay.
V.
Vietnam.
Vietnam. I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna say Venice. What is it?
Venezuela.
Venezuela. Yeah.
V. So after V is what? God, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V.
W. Yeah.
W.
W. Like a country that starts with W, guys.
W. W.
Think UK.
UK.
Think UK.
Wales.
Wales. Yes. X. Huh. I don't think there's a question. There's a country that starts with. Dummy! Did you say xenophobia?
I swear my intrusive thought
No,
always
I don't know any country that starts with letter X. If you don't leave it, we would skip X,
I know
Y,
X. Y Yemen.
Yemen, Z, Zambia, Zimbabwe. No, I didn't.
Wasn't as bad, you know.
Was it? So we didn't find X. We struggled with X.
Is there a country that starts with X?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. What other letter did we struggle with? You were no Botswana. B was easy. Q Qatar. But can you say another one aside Qatar? Quebec is in
Canada.
Canada. Okay. Moving on. Is there any other game for us? Or
Do you still want more?
Should we do animals then?
yes, it's another category. Oh, I feel like animals will be difficult as you get to the other letters. But yeah,
Let's
let's
start with A first because it's like that A is my head and it's antelope. Anything.
okay, so B baboon,
Okay. C cat.
D dog,
E E.
the big guy.
Oh yeah, elephant. I'm slow.
F fish,
G goat.
H horse,
I animal with I.
I can't think of. So we struggle with I. Guys, leave that animal that starts with letter I. J. No. I was going to say giraffe, but no. Not giraffe.
Is G, isn't it?
J. Letter J. And anyone that starts with J.
Jaguar.
Jaguar. K.
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 The ones that
Don't
or jump.
Kangaroo.
I swear, I wanted to say, my brain said king of the jungle.
Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm done with Jumi. Jumi said king of the jungle. It's like
But interesting that you always
so I think I need to ask you this question. Which would you rather pick? Would you rather people can hear your thoughts?
no.
Or would you rather say everything that comes to your head? Would you rather keep talking?
No. I can't keep talking.
Because
No, seriously.
honestly, even the one that you chose to say, it's killing me. I'm done with this question.
Is that it?
No, I'm done with you.
So that we don't do this anymore. Thank you and God
I'm
bless.
done with you because the end, like the highlight is the king of the jungle for me.
I swear. And then that's why I started to laugh because I'm like, but that's lion now. We know about king of the jungle it is.
But anyways, that was quite interesting. That was fun. Thank you very much for participating, even though you were the worst. I had to say it.
Wow.
You're the worst guest that we've had in terms of trivia.
Wow.
But no offense. I'm not being rude, but Jimmy, you did do a good job.
Wow. I wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't so bad, but the thing is, some of the things you said were epic. I'm like, how did that even come to your mind? But really, honestly, just rounding up the conversations that we've been having about, being Nigeria abroad. The highlight for me is the part where I was trying to just tell you that, these people that shout up and down, if you want to come to the UK, you people should stop coming for them. You people should leave those people. They are saying it out of the goodness of their hearts, trying to show you people way.
They're a better woman than me because I'm not leaving them. I'll continue to drag them.
Anyways.
If they cross my path. Well, anyways, is again, I love being Nigerian. It's just the fact that life already wins you like 1,000 when you're Nigerian. And then you now have a Nigerian passport, but you're not finished.
No, our passport can go to a couple of countries free, like, how many? 20-something countries?
Oh wow.
I'll
Is
check
that
and
what your mates are doing?
Who are our mates?
Is that
Tell me one strong African passport. Actually, there is.
Ghana?
No, Ghana's. Oh yeah, they can actually come to the UK visa free.
I know they can go South Africa for visa free, isn't it? Ghana is doing better than you people.
I think
African giants for a reason. African giant, Odogu one. But
you can't be doing that to Nigeria.
No. I love being Nigerian. I love being Nigerian.
We love being.
I will not pick.
See, and that's the problem. You Nigerians, you really want to complain about Nigeria, but you will still come and say you love being Nigerian.
No, I'm very pro Nigeria. I love being Nigerian. I'm not going to lie, but we will troll ourselves. Nigerians troll themselves for a living. That's what we do. That's If we don't troll us, who will? Because nobody has the chance to troll us. If somebody came now and troll Nigeria, say you not tell them that is. Stop it.
I don't know how to be Nigerian.
We don't play like that.
I don't know how to be Nigerian. I'm just Nigerian by body
No.
and by birth and by but mentally I don't think I'm Nigerian.
I only show Nigerian.
I feel like I'm too sane to be Nigerian.
You're too sane to be
I feel like I'm too
Me and why you were
sane to be.
talking about it yesterday. Nigeria is the only place that you did not offend anybody. You're trying to do them a favor, but they're cussing you out. Okay, I stop at zebra crossing. Oh yeah, pass. And like Shumala Boni law. Shumasu.
No, but yeah, you shouldn't wait. Yeah, zebra crossing, so yes, cross. Why are you waiting?
You're the driver.
Who are
You're
you?
waiting for them to cross.
Oh, okay.
And
So you are driving.
Yeah, say you're the
okay.
driver and you're waiting for a Nigerian in Nigeria at a zebra crossing. They're probably cussing you out. Are you going to move your car or not? Oh, you're trying to intimidate us because you're driving a car. Okay, move, let us pass. Like, guy, I stopped for you. Pass. That's what I'm saying. Do they even know the rules? Because zebra crossing is there for you to pass at will. But no, obviously, you need to call somebody else because you're frustrated that you need to pass into a fully Nigerian. But we wouldn't have it any other way.
I mean, we love our Nigerians. We love being Nigeria,
Exactly.
like you said.
And it's such a good time to be Nigerian. So.
I don't think it is.
It is.
Well, it's a good time to be Nigerian.
I mean, talent.
It's a good time to be Nigerian, not being in Nigeria.
Talent-wise, people are doing us proud. They say athletes doing us proud. There's the other people there.
Yeah.
There's music. There's food. Getting its stuff on the map. It's such a time to Nigeria. It's just take out bad governance and chuck it somewhere.
And things will be perfect.
And then it would just be, Nigeria is right now. Let's not lie.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us on the podcast, and guys, thanks for sitting through our bands to this point with Annie.
Put some respect on the name.
But I'm gonna put in respect to it. Annie.
You guys are Nigerian, not allowed to call me
Like
that.
that, yeah? Okay. Thank you for staying with us on this episode. As always, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next episode at the Jackpot.